Hey folks, I'm back for another episode of Homestead on the Hill, and I need to change the gasket on the door of my wood heater. The gasket failed and it went flopped off just like a flopper offer. So I'm going to change the gasket out. So can we get this done today and so we can have the heater going tonight? Stay tuned. Let's have a look. Okay, so the first thing we do in order to change the door is you need to take the door off. Like my dad used to say, blew the doors off it. Be aware the stove is cooled right off at this point. So you pull these little decorative brass caps off, open the door, and you can see how the gasket's missing. And the gasket goes in this little groove here. So then, just lift on both ends, because it's going to slide up off of these pins here. But you want to lift here and over here so it goes straight up. There you go. Now we can take it out to the workbench and clean it up and then put the new gasket on. Hang tight, let's go outside. Okay, so all the gasket is off, and so I have some steel wool, and we're filming at a rakish angle. So what I do, the gasket, this is the new gasket, and it lays down in here. So in order to prep it, because when you glue things, even if you're using a super glue, what it does is, let me demonstrate. You got a layer of stuff, and now I'm going to glue this, for demonstration purpose, I'm going to glue this to the countertop. I can put all the super glue I want on there, but what it's going to do is glue this to this. So what you need to do is clear that stuff off. Okay? So that's the same principle. That was like a macro version of what I'm doing here. So I have a little steel wool, and I just clean this up so that all the dust and debris comes off of there. You want this to be sparkly clean. Over here we have the gasket adhesive, and it's brand new, so the top is still sealed. So there's a line here. That goes there. So I'm just gonna nip the butt of it off. Got my handy dandy dull knife. There you go. It's a little thicker than I would like it, but hey, that's the way I roll. And so what the instructions say, and I've done this in the past, you lay a bead, and my inclination is to just fill this up with glue. That's not the proper way to do it. So it says to lay a bead about 1/8 of an inch. So there you go. There's oop, a little fart there of it, a little burp. I don't know, that's more than 1/8, isn't it, Brian?
Yep.
Brian's the camera operator today. Just lay a nice straight bead right in the base of it. There we go. And then you put this on your shelf so that in the winter it freezes and becomes useless. That's the way I've done it every year. Here's the gasket. And at this point you have to decide, where do you want the joint? Where do you want the joint to be? Typically what I do is I want the joint down at the base here. So I'll start with it up here and I'll work my way around. Say I want the joint to be there. Start here. And just work it like that and get your partner to put his hands on there. Put your hands on my gasket, so to speak. This is a 5/8 inch gasket, and so it makes a really nice tight seal around the stove, and working like a airtight like function. There we go. So a little bit of excess, and then nest that in there. Massage it down into the glue. Isn't it beautiful?
It's actually nice.
Look at that. Pillowy soft.
Yeah, it actually just bedded in.
You just see Brian's hands coming along there. Brian popped in for a visit today, so it's just kind of an unexpected bonus visit. He's in the neighborhood.
Yeah. I was lost 4 hours from my house.
And now you have to let it cure. So we're going to leave it sit there and contemplate its life choices. Okay, be back in a little bit. Okay, so the gasket has been in place with pressure on it over here for, I don't know, since yesterday afternoon. So it's the moment of truth. I'm going to try to open the door and see if the gasket stays in place, if the glue is holding it. Okay, so let's watch this. So open this, take the pressure off, and hey, look at that. Nice. So now what I need to do is I need to light a small fire and let it heat up, and that is the next stage in the curing of this gasket being sealed. So I'm gonna get this prepped up, get a little fire going in a second here, or in a few minutes. So hold on, got a little fire going. We're burning off a couple sticks. So close this up. Anyway, looks like the gasket has held, and that's it for this week. Stacy at Homestead on the Hill. Do the usual. Give me a thumbs up, like and subscribe. Be well, everybody.